When working with layouts and designs, sometimes there are some great simple techniques that you can do to make things stand out, and those things are called effects. Let's add some effects to some of the designs that we have on here for our basic layout. So I've got my text here, and I want it to have a little bit more contrast with the background. I think it's very busy in the background. I've got some nice light text. On a lighter background, let's add a drop shadow to add some more contrast. So with this selected, I'm going to go down to my bottom of my design panel. We've got a set of effects that we can click on the plus sign, and the default effect is a drop shadow. When you click down here, you can see how there's a variety of different kinds of other effects too, but the drop shadow is the one that I really want up here. First off, playing around with the different settings so I can adjust how I want the position of my drop shadow to be. I can move it over or down just a bit. I can make it more blurry, so like it's kind of faded in depending on how the light's hitting it. And I can change the spread of it, which will, well, in this case, I can't change the spread on the text. I have to keep it nice and blurry. We'll do this to a text box or a picture box in just a second. And then finally, I can also adjust the color and opacity of it. So if I want it to be stronger black, let's bring up the opacity to get it set. And then maybe I'll also adjust this to be more of a, let's go for a reddish version of that drop shadow. Once I've got it, now you can see kind of a before and after. I'm literally going to click on the little eyeball and you can see before. Let's add an effect to our navigation window. It's a great way to add some contrast. I've got this inside of a group. I just want to do an inner shadow to the rectangle. So make sure you've got just the rectangle or the shape selected. With this, one more time, let's go to our effects panel. I can click the plus sign. And instead of a drop shadow, an inner shadow, I'll pull it down so we can see both of those. There we go. Adds a little drop shadow on the inside of whatever you have selected. Again, play around with the position and the opacity of it. This time I can also adjust the spread of it and see how big I want this to be, as well as the blur. And that's just another great way of adding some simple contrast. Now it looks like this is cut out on the inside of that area. Maybe for this, I'm going to adjust my X position. Let's bring it over. We'll keep it right about 0, something like about there. So this is another thing that you simply play around with just to get an idea. As with the others, you can select any of the effects that you have. In this case, if I choose my rectangle, I like that inner shadow. I'm going to save this as a new effect and then add that effect to my design. So this is my inner shadow style. Then I can do things like select my footer area, the rectangle for it, and I can apply that effect that's already saved to that too. Actually, I want that inner effect to be up here at the top. So with it selected, I can always go in, I can unlink it, and then when I choose it, I can just play around with the position of it. In this case, I'll bring it in from the top. Now it's starting to come together and making things really pop and really stand out.